but you do that. It's the same reason why I'm not going to necessarily share the executable on Chain or the executable on something else.
You gave us the executable on Chain, though, right?
It is an executable on Chain.
Right.
Which reminds me, I have to finish putting together that. Anyway, have fun.
You know, the other fun part about this is watching all the parents with their kids. Like, I have little kids, and like, they're too little to come to this type of thing.
While I'm talking with you, I have to just point the camera over here and be like, this hurts. This hurts to watch. Why? It's just so weird. It's just so like the large selfie stick with the wired battery, like.
Sorry, not everyone's a tech genius with an unlimited budget like you.
Thank you. I know it's not an unlimited budget. I came up with a parts list, told them how long it would take.
How much does the thing cost to build?
Raw parts, about $4. It's not the worst, but that's also buying retail. I also had to buy a shitload of like washers and nuts.
What is the CPU GPU scenario? Do you have like a little Raspberry Pi in there or something?
No, it's Teradek, like who has a live streaming unit, so that's what it's all going into.
So.
And it's branded like, you know Teradek,
you can just point,
right?
yeah. And with Teradek, you can just point to YouTube directly.
They have a back end like CD, like not CMS, like CDN basically, and then you can go to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, whatever the fuck you want. And then you pay a certain amount based off of just how much data you're using. And then they can, on the base level tier, like they'll do H.264. But right now, since I'm doing 1080p, it's 12 megabits per second. So I'm gonna start chewing through data like a bitch. But they have a higher end tier that's called Core, where you can stream it out as HEVC and basically cut your bitrate in half. I've been re-encoding my video library as HEVC because everything after Intel Gen 6, like off the Core series, the 6th gen, can all do HEVC decoding, and all your phones can do HEVC decoding since like the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 7.
But that's not like our default setting. It's defaulted to H.264.
Mostly it's H.264, and all web streaming for the most part is H.264. So what the Core service will do is like you'll go from here to Core on HEVC, and then Core will convert it to H.264 and then throw it onto the respective platform. So,
well, now that we've talked about that,
this guy.
What, this guy with the camera?
Yeah, it's a giant fucking unit.
That's a Canon, right?
Is it a Canon? Or are those just Canon lenses on a red?
No, the mount looks like it's a. I can't see because he's got this fucking deck on the other side of it. I don't know. I can't tell.
I don't know.
I gotta go meet my.
I'm gonna go up to the 3rd floor.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see you. I'll watch the live stream. Nice to meet you.
And remember, the offer still stands when you need to feel like
I'll call you.
used and abused.
I'll text you.
Just give me a call.
All right.
All right, 3rd floor. Is here the competition room? It's just interesting to see all the gear that people are using. It's like that guy, he's using a Tech gimbal, a Canon camera, like a Rode shotgun mic, but after we check out the 3rd floor, I need to head back up to the city.
Okay.
I don't want to take away from your guys' time at this.
No, I don't think I need much more.
No?
No, I think like I.
It doesn't seem
I got it.
fascinating to you?
I get it.
I don't know if I get it. I thought.
What are these people like? The only thing about this is it does get really hot.
Right by your phone.
No, it actually doesn't get hot on me, but just inside the unit. So careful not to touch after it's been in use for a while.
I guess
But
you
I'll never
also
feel it like here. Well, the only reason that it would be hot on my back is just because I'm sweating.
Yeah. I guess you can also charge your phone out of that too.
Totally. Because the battery itself also has just like a regular USB port, so you can then just keep your phone in this bottom pouch.
Yeah.
Also gives you like a nice weight balance. Like for the most part, all the weight is at the bottom. It's not pulling too hard like on your shoulders. I mean, look, I'm kind of leaning on Peter a little bit and also the digital department at XCM to figure out like who would be the right people to get this in front of, like influencer wise, to just get their take on using it, and then if they like it, then put out a video. I don't necessarily want people putting out a bad video, but
Yeah.
They go all spoiled.
there's life. I'm just gonna ask. I got a question for you.
How are you?
Doing well. So on these, do you have an internal SIM or does it connect to?
No, these don't have any internal. It's always external devices. Either
Okay.
a USB style like this, or LAN style like that, or Wi-Fi style. We're all for
Who's going to
right?
complain about
Okay.
that? But yeah.
All right. And then you're using mostly like the Sony bullet cams.
That's a very popular one,
Okay.
especially for like the long form streaming because it's got great hardware image stabilization in it. So when you're wearing it on like the shoulder mount, very nice image in terms of.
All software though, not optical, right?
I thought those were on the chip, the stabilization on that,
Awesome meeting you.
but it could be wrong. I don't work for Sony.
We should
And
work
then
for
the
Sony.
other camera that you guys end up using.
Really anything HDMI. I mean, we use this one for some like sit-down shoots, more like the setup you see here, like with the Canon, on the inside.
Yeah, okay.
GoPro.
It's like a Canon HVX or something.
You'd have to look at it for me. I don't remember the model off the top of my head, but
Gotcha.
anything with HDMI out or SDI if you wanted. We make an SDI variant, but that gets a little pricey in terms of the cameras.
Okay. Cool.
But if you're interested, Dan, we don't send a ton of stuff, but every now and then we'll send like little success stories of how people use the technology and stuff like that if you want to get on our mailing list. No?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
The other question I have is, I mean, like, how much use and abuse can it take?
So, quite a bit. We just had one of our IRL streamers from Australia that does like 12-hour streams every day showing me one of his units that's just dented, scratched up, beat up, and he was pointing out that it still works.
Okay, and then you recharge it off of kind of these
That's
anchor
if you're
like
doing a long run stream, right? It's got an internal battery that's good for 2 hours of transmit time.
Okay.
But if you want to get to 8 or 10 or 12 hours, right, you're using a battery like external battery like this.
Got it.
And then that's also extending the life battery on the camera, on any external devices like the LAN connected MiFi's, things like that. So you're plugging everything into one battery and juicing the whole backpack from that.
Cool. Sweet. And then how many of the backpacks are you just... I saw a couple of them circulating downstairs.
Yeah, we've got, I think, 4 in rotation right now.
Okay.
They're all out right as we speak. But we are, if you want to come back and try it for an hour, we'll...
That was the individual. Yeah, cool. Nice. Well, appreciate your time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you, Solly.
Nice to meet you.
Take care.
Sure.
Did they tell you, like, what are they using those for? Are they, like, renting those out or selling them to people?
Here, I found out
Or
from the
just
other
in
guy.
general? Like,
So-
not from here. I mean, like,
In general,
yeah.
selling it for $2,400.
Okay.
Then they have other companies that they end up doing rental models through. These at this convention, they're allowing people to use it for an hour and then just bring it back. But the guy answered like all the other questions, and I'm surprised he didn't ask me anything.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that, too.
He didn't ask me anything, but you see like all of the wires. You see all of the fucking packs. Like
Yeah, but that can be easily switched if they just use a different backpack, though, right?
it could be, but then like here's the thing: you're still swapping cables in and out. And my goal is for nobody to touch any cables.
Yeah.
All you do is swap the battery.
Yeah. I mean, like, this one would make way more sense for, like, sports stuff because the cables are hidden.
But even then, like,
That, you can easily knock on the wires and, like,
oh yeah, totally. But you need something, if somebody's walking around and wearing it, they never want to have to check. You've seen how many times I've actually checked the stream here. Like, I've checked it once,
Yeah.
and it's still going. I need, like, it has to be something that just keeps running.
Yeah.
We've had productions that have gone to the DRC, to Pakistan. Like, I need shit that works. I need shit that will work in sand, in mud, in like rain. Not in fully submerged water, but short of it. It won't ever be waterproof. Peter, it will never be waterproof. Just because the heat and thermal dissipation is not going to work. So, anyway. I don't know if I try and swipe. I'm gonna try and swipe this guy. See what his interest is in the backpack. Yeah.
Yeah, ask it.
I'm just gonna wait for him to come this way.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Yeah. And then she's gonna use the bathroom. Just gonna wait.
This guy right here.
Yeah, exactly. Sir, just curious about your interest in that backpack. Are you just like looking at stuff?
Just look at the solution. Right.
Okay. Because we're developing our own.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the components are internal. Yeah. You see none of the wires or batteries outside. This is a quick release mount. This can go on a gimbal. And all of it wires to a single battery that sits inside. So it's all splash proof. It'll run for 8 hours. You can stream to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook.
It's
1080p?
one platform at a time? Or
No, all of them simultaneously.
do you have your card? Or?
I don't have a card, but I could get your contact information. We are just kind of playing with the first round of the project. Do you have
Where are you based?
Los Angeles. How about yourself?
Canada.
You can put this thing on a plane. This can go in UPS, FedEx.
This is my card.
Perfect.
Whenever you have time, just say.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah,
Yeah,
also, you know, I'll show you. Get all. That's all. That's the only thing you ever have to replace. Battery? Between the battery and the internal batteries on all the components, it lasts about 8 hours. So you can take it out into the field. You can take it out into rain, wind, snow.
And what's the cost right now?
We're still working on it right now. We're thinking about a rental model predominantly. We're looking anywhere in like the 200, 300-ish range. But feel free to
Rental for
like on a day, and then chances are we'd do like 3-day weeks, discounted weekly rentals.
but then you'll need a local dealer, right?
Local dealer, but we could also sell and then establish, like if we were to do business in Canada, we could sell a pack and then figure out a rental model or maybe a profit share if we wanted to do that.
Yeah, I'd be interested.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Interesting. What's this car say he does?
What?
This car
Oh shit, I dropped it?
co-host on something.
These guys, Peter's right. These guys are asleep at the wheel.
Yeah.
Live View is completely asleep at the wheel. Peter, listen to that. They're asleep at the wheel. He's not watching. Let's take their lunch.
Yeah. No. They definitely have.
Let's fucking take their lunch. I'm hungry. A, because I haven't really eaten today, and B, because...
Peter, if you're listening, please order us lunch.
Ha! See, I just have to get up to the city. That was the only guy I saw wearing the pack. Did you see anybody else wearing
No.
their...
Just the live view pack. Yeah, that's it. Everyone else had like, if they have some of those like bad ladies
Yeah.
thing on this.
Oh, there he is. He's using a live view. Is that a live view? Sir? Oh, that's a live view pack?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
What are you using?
Custom made.
Okay.
We're going to start kind of renting it soon, so...
From Unlimited IRL?
No, we're our own company.
Oh, you do your
Upstream
own?
Gear, yeah.
Okay.
So all of it's internal, no kind of crazy mess of wires, and this
Like
can go-
streamlining it. Like
totally
your own. Yeah,
streamlined.
I got you.
Exactly. Go to Facebook, Twitch, YouTube,
Multi-destination?
multi-destination,
Okay.
simultaneously. So all controlled via your phone. All of the weight sits in the bag. All
this
run
is
off
it
of
right
a
here?
single battery. Yeah.
How are you doing the coding?
So single battery, swap in, swap out. This can fit on planes too, so we can take the entire thing. And then the encoding is done. Push it through here. So we keep it sleek, we keep it fun, we keep it fresh. You can also put a laptop, an external mic, your wallet, your keys, whatever the hell you want.
Awesome.
So
What is that? What kind of camera is that? GoPro?
No, absolutely not. Sony RX0 Mark II. It can record internally 4K 60 frames per second. It can stream 1080p 60 frames per second.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and you can record both locally to this and to the streaming device in case you go out hiking, snowboarding, skiing. I don't know if you're an outdoorsy guy, but yeah, you got all those options.
That's cool. Do you have like a...
I don't have, but do you have a business card at all? No, let me get your name and info.
Yeah.
But take it from there. Are you a creator yourself, or are you just kind of like...
Just trying it out, trying to see,
Well, what's your interest in the world?
I like to play games,
Okay.
but
So
I don't
Twitch.
know. I just like to try different things.
Yeah.
Give it my foot.
Yeah, go for it. Cool.
All right, awesome.
Luis,
Thank you.
nice to meet you.
Yeah.
See you, man. Sweet. Where did she go?
Is she still in there?
I don't know. She did go this way, right?
Yeah. It's curious. groceries over here. Just text me. I'm speaking while I'm boxing. Not only does it not but like
Take their fucking lunch.
Walk past us?
Where? She did? You sure? Oh.
Oh, there she is.
Where? Oh, there she is. Yeah. Let's just go down. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. I'm very hungry as well.
Okay. I mean, for me, it's less hunger. Shall we? What? Yeah, talk to both of them. He's not an influencer at all. I mean, both of those guys I've talked to. One is a creator, the other one is just kind of curious. Got his contact info. Also, it was that guy who was sitting there and watching the stuff while we were there. Got his contact info. He's in Canada. And what I think for Canada is I never do, I think, look, if I actually sell the pack, then somebody reverse engineers it. Like, there goes our competitive advantage. Like, I think we do like a consignment deal, rental model. So if he wants to then rent it out to people in Canada, we take a profit share, and then we handle we'll handle full maintenance on it, or we'll figure out some deal on it because we don't want to constantly be spending a shit ton of money back and forth sending this thing. But look, I mean, those guys, as I was saying, those guys are asleep at the wheel. Live view, totally asleep at the wheel. And now is a really good opportunity to take their lunch. We have to figure out, we have to get the branding up, we have to get exposure up. But
how many initial packs do you think you need to make? Just to launch.
To launch?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think a lot. I would actually be surprised if it were more than a half dozen. And at that price point, or at that quantity size, I'll still hand make them. If we start getting orders, I would say if we get orders above 2 dozen and stuff like that, we might want to consider having the pack itself made in China. And that's what Peter and I were talking about.
You have a distributor you work with already that you know?
Well, I actually have a friend in China.
All right.
And I'm sure Peter has friends in China.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Just go there. Basically find the guys who make this bag or make a comparable bag, make sure it's comfortable enough, and then put in the right rivets. We don't need a ton. And then send this to us for not pennies on the dollar, because it still needs to be robust. It still needs to be splash proof. We still need to undergo a lot of testing, because I'm not going to take anything that the Chinese say and do for their work.
Is there a patent on this one, or are you trying to get one, or what about on there?
I'm going to get a design patent on this. But I think people really like it when they see that all of the components are internal.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. Yep. So how do we get out of here?
Just go straight through the floor.
Okay. You know what I love about this? These are for people with braces. It's Invisalign. It's fucking great. It's like when you see dentists at like a Mars Incorporated.
Oh, let's go! I can see some of my friends.
So wait, we go out this way?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we should out this way.
Yeah, I just want to get out of here. Excuse me, where are the shuttles?
Shuttle.
That way? Cool, thank you. Thank you. I guess they want us on the sidewalk.
That's my challenge to get to you.
Wait, what?
2400.
2400 is what they're selling it at. We need to figure out a way to use.
Theirs just looks sloppy now.
It is sloppy.
Looks like we just got the components and then a regular backpack.
Well, not even a regular backpack. It's like that cheap JanSport that's been on 100 hikes. You know exactly what I mean. Right? It feels like a fucking, like, the backpack looks and feels like a wet blanket. The backpack looks and feels like a wet blanket. And look, it's probably not holding, I don't know if it's holding as much weight. That's something I forgot to ask.
Did you look inside of it?
All of it is basically run to the outside.
Oh.
And I know the box. The LiveView Solo handles all of it, but here's the thing. All of the SIM cards, all of the network, like, it's not even SIM cards. Like, you need to do those USB modems, and then you physically have to connect it and ensure that that connection doesn't come loose. For this, these connections will never come loose because they're screwed into one another.
Yeah.
And you can, if you put it in a different country, like if we send it to Canada, you can throw in a Rogers cell. Or you can put it in the UK and do a Vodafone SIM. It doesn't have to be a US SIM. It can be pretty much anybody. The only tricky part becomes like data calculations.
That was a thing. It was really cool. I got an A. See, perfect guy could ever be the
Did they say shuttles are over here?
Right here. Right at the side.
Excuse us.
Yeah.
Oh.
So here? Looking for shuttles?
Sorry?
Shuttles?
This is for registration.
So,
I feel like we've spent
Wait,
too
you
much
talking about the
time
Denny's
at
one?
that same place.
Two lost boys, a princess, right?
Yes.
The shuttle service over here.
Good ass. That's all the YouTube ones are gonna are there. So. Those are the ones that drop off back at the.
Okay. Shuttle pick up over there.
Shuttles for
The Hyatt?
the Hyatt? Yeah, they pick up right over there. The second Hyatt.
Cool, thank you. Hyatt shuttle?
Hyatt shuttle?
Yeah. They said the second lane. Is that
Down here.
right here?
Yeah. No, over there.
Oh, okay. Let's ask.
We get,
Hyatt?
I can only do yellow tags, not the,
He's got a blue tag.
can't take.
Are you going to the Regency?
I can go to the Hyatt,
Yeah.
only yellow tags.
Yeah.
Only yellow. I mean, he's part of our crew. You can't just take one more?
I don't have room for one thing.
Okay.
Does the big shuttle pick up right here?
Does the larger shuttle come on?
No, they're all, most of them are all.
Suburbans?
That one.
Dad, it's full.
Okay.
That's what.
Sorry.
Thanks, man.
Dad, there was.
No, I understand it. I was
Hold on. It says ride share. Well, never mind.
Wait, I think that we were dropped off where it was also right share.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're here. We need to get like in front of the arena.
Yeah.
Remember that's
Okay,
the
we're
dome
checking-
area?
Okay, yeah. Then let's go up here. Oh, we should probably hop back on over here. Hey, Grace. Also, just have a favor to ask. Is it all right if I have a package delivered to the salon tomorrow? Okay, yeah. I needed somewhere that's going to be open all day. Do you know what time UPS typically comes around? But there's always somebody here, right? Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. All day. Cool. So Jordan and I are actually coming by tonight to take a look at some weird electrical issue with the speakers. But I'll also make tweaks to the Wi-Fi network for the public one.
I don't mind either way.
Oh, okay. Well, I have made tweaks. I mean, I have made tweaks, period. So, yeah, we'll figure it out, and I'll get some feedback. Cool. Thanks, Grace. Yeah, gonna come tonight. I would say at about 8 because I don't want to interrupt too much of the appointments that are going on, since we're gonna start messing with the speakers a little bit. Great. By the way, which days is Bobby in, or does she typically work remotely? Let's go this way. Ah. Got it. Okay. I take it she'll, if I send her an email or something over the weekend, she'll still send it to, yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you, Grace. Thanks. Bye.
It was after we had some event or something too. We didn't know what we were doing. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know that.
Wait, what?
At ICN today's Summer Friday. So
Oh.
I was like, oh, we totally, but I guess.
So on Summer Fridays, do they pay you for the full day or only pay you for the half day?
You get like half and then the rest. Anything over, they pay you for a full day's work, but anything in the overtime section gets turned into like vacation hours or sick hours.
I bet they.
Oh.
Wait. If you get paid?
Any overtime on a Friday gets turned into vacation hours. Over like.
Oh, you don't get paid. You just get paid. I see.
That hurts.
That's my type. That's my type. Let's do it. Right around it. I see why I'm crazy. I see
It's an interesting convention in the sense of like, you're here to basically see a select number of people, and then if you don't see them,
Yeah. Well, I think they have like their speakers, like they have that speaker schedule.
right?
Just a little like performances like the song stuff, but yeah, it's very.
I just it's a weird value.
Exit over here, please. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, everyone.
Around to the left, please.
We got another one right here.
Where were y'all working at when the cars came in?
I was working churches.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Thank you.
Probably get that
All right.
back, though.
Do we want to all fake like we're influencers and give a lowdown on how we thought that went?
Louis Vuitton sponsor.
I'm the absolute worst influencer of all time.
That's your nickname, huh?
But hey, you can see yourself.
There it is.
There it is.
Great cartoon.
Chandler, you're on TV. Sort of.
Not TV,
The new
just an LCD screen.
The digital world. Digital land. It's
Digital
different.
television. Holy shit.
Bucky Sunshine. Bucky Sunshine.
I feel like a western here.
This is the exact same one we rode in on.
How do you
How
know?
do you know?
It's number 14. That was our same driver.
Ah, somebody was paying attention.
Nerd.
And you have to say it like that.
I'm an assistant. Come on, you know, details.
Situational awareness. You would be good. You'd be good in a hostage situation.
I was big on, you know, Psych
Alright.
and Sherlock. Those are my favorite shows.
Peter, we can take their lunch.
Hey. We are on our way back.
Who's that?
My boss,
Bye.
Who's your boss?
Bennett Sherman.
Oh.
What do you want?
Bennett and I were in the trenches together. We were assistants at the same time.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Me and Bennett.
Oh, yeah? That's fine. Was he on Silverman's desk then?
He was. Actually, he was on Carter Cohen's.
Wait, yeah, but she said it too.
That's funny.
Only on Jessica's?
No, started on Joanne Wiles.
Sorry about that. I think
Did we
she's
get that?
hilarious.
Did we get that? Did we get that? Joanne, how do I mute this thing?
Turn it off.
Yeah. I am gonna turn it off. All right, I'm signing off now. Goodbye. Let's see.
Goodbye.